During a recent trip up to northern Oklahoma and technically southern Kansas, I was heading up to do an activation of some grid squares for satellites. But this clip just kind of shows you, some of the things you can run into when you're out roving, other than the normal, railroads, train coming by or flat tire or something like that. I had a police car pull out in front of me, and then here comes a second one. And at first I was kind of thinking, well, maybe this is a funeral procession or something, because they were kind of blocking off the road. So obviously something's going on here. Or, could be something going on, a little more nefarious, I guess. But it turns out, there's another police car. It was a parade. So here I am on a Saturday, and I'm like, great. Luckily I've got plenty of time to get where I need to go, but it was kind of funny on a Saturday that there's a big old parade here. I sped up this about 4 times the normal speed. But anyway, this parade went on probably for about 10 minutes or so. And then instead of following the parade down the route I needed to go, I was able to find a way around it. But it was just kind of funny, so I recorded it on here. Okay, this clip is typical of a lot of places you kind of go through a town, and it's almost like a ghost town. Again, this is on a Saturday. Now there are cars and stuff around. I'm not sure if I saw any people anywhere, but it's just kind of an eerie feeling when you're driving through a little town like this, and there's just nothing, middle of town, no cars anywhere on a Saturday morning, a little before noon. But not that uncommon, but still kind of gives me a weird feeling driving through. This clip, just to kind of show, in some of my later clips on here, you'll see a little smudge in the window, and now you see a bigger smudge. So I guess I found a bug along the way out in the middle of nowhere. Okay, this clip shows the location of where my Echo Mic 06, Echo Mic 07 Gridline was. You can see it on Google Earth. But here it is actually live as I was pulling up. It's, a little dirt road off a dirt road. And this it's kind of a triangular type thing, but this little piece of road right here was perfect because, nobody travels on this that I know of, and happened to be right up here around where these trees are. You can kind of see it on the clip here, the 37 degrees. So this was where I activated that grid line. This was coming up here on the left was a location, again, I found on Google Earth and turned out to be great for an activation, grid line activation of Echo Mic 16. Just a kind of a pull out across the street from a little house here. I don't know whether the owner, maybe they have an 18-wheeler that they park here sometimes, because I saw really no reason for this to be here other than just kind of a turnaround spot, and it was nice, some trees and tall grass and stuff, so you couldn't even see the house from here. So I just kind of pulled up and parked in a little turnaround spot. Nice flat horizon, so it worked great. And this last clip shows you always got to be careful. I was driving here in the middle of nowhere, and you'll see a rabbit come from the left to the right in front of this car that's passing me. There it goes. So the first instinct, of course, is to try to avoid the rabbit and, swerve left, which would not have been good. That would have been a nice head-on collision. So always got to be careful out there.